and jump right into the gameplay here. For those who don't know, Fire Emblem Warriors is an action-adventure game where you play through a brand new kingdom and a brand new story as notable Fire Emblem heroes from the various Fire Emblem games. As we can see, we have Chrom, the legendary and gorgeous, legendary hero Chrom here.
Okay. There are many gorgeous heroes here today.
It's true, from Fire Emblem Awakening, and he's just one of many heroes that we'll see from the franchise. Returning to duke it out, and Atol is here. And we're playing the version that's on the show floor here, but we have a few new additions, and one of them is if you can actually switch to Liana for a moment, once you're not, beating up people. There's Liana, and we're actually showing her exclusively here on Nintendo Treehouse Live. She is the twin sister of Rowan, who we saw him in the corner a second ago, and their new characters have actually been added to this game. And so we have another thing that's been added, but first I wanted to ask our developers if they could tell us a little bit about how the idea came about to make a warrior-style game based around Fire Emblem.
開発者さんたちへの質問ですけど、ファイアエンブレムをテーマとした無双ゲームを作ろうと思ったきっかけは何でしょうか？
我々の方ではですね、ゼルダ無双を制作してまして、そこでキャラクターチェンジの仕組みをファイアーエンブレムに合わせればいいんじゃないかなっていうのが、我々ポエテクモ側からは作りたいなと思った一番の理由です。
はい。So when we were working on Hyrule Warriors, the 3DS version, we had these sort of specs where you could change characters on the touchscreen, and at that time we thought having that kind of game system with the Fire Emblem franchise would be a great fit. So that's why we ended up working on this game.
はい。このお話をいただいたのは、日本語版のIF の、発売してから少し経ってから任天堂さんを通じてお話をいただきました。無双シリーズっていうのがもうすでに、出てから初代が出てから十数年経つ、老舗タイトルっていうこともあって、こちらとしても、ぜひ、コラボができたらなっていうふうにちょっと思っていたんですけども、本当にこういう、お話の方をいただけて、ちょっと任天堂さんからお話をいただいた時にはもう2つ返事で OK の方を出させていただきました。
So we first heard about the proposal for this game shortly after the Japanese version of Fire Emblem Fates was released, and we had known the Dynasty Warriors series as a great franchise that's been around for more than 10 years. So when we first heard about it from Nintendo, we just thought that it would be a really great project, and we were very excited to be working on it.
Okay, thank you. And if we could actually jump into the map real quick, I want to show another thing that we're showing here on Treehouse Live, and that's the ability to give commands. As you can see, we have a grid-based map with adorable little sprites, which are reminiscent of the Fire Emblem series here.
Very familiar to fans.
Yes, and you actually have the ability to give commands to units you're in control of, and this is invaluable. It not only helps it feel a lot more like a Fire Emblem game, because you're moving sprites around a grid-based map. It's kind of familiar, but it's actually a great way to help you stay in control of the map. Since you can switch between characters on the fly, you could actually set up your units in all corners of the map if you like, and then switch between them to make sure that you never lose control of a base. And these enemies, they're really smart actually. They'll call for reinforcements. They'll go after bases that you've already captured, so you really have to stay on your game and be aware of what's going on all over the map.
Yeah, there's a lot of attention to the battlefield and the flow of battle at any moment, because the dynamics can change very quickly.
There it is, and as we can see, above that enemy's head is actually a stun gauge, and if you get that stun gauge all the way down, you can get a critical hit, and you're really going to want to do that against that fort captain especially.
It's going to come in handy.
Yes, we're trying to get rid of all the enemy captains on this map. That's our our goal here.
Yeah.
And since we're in the heat of battle, perhaps our developers could tell us a little bit about this battle system and how it differs from the other Warriors games.
このゲームのバトルシステムについて少し教えていただけますか？他の無双ゲームとどういうところが違うとか。
私の方からいきますか？
はい。
ファイアーエンブレムシリーズってやっぱりその武器の3すくみがとにかく一番印象的だと思うんですけども、そこを今回のウォリアーズシリーズに入れ込むっていうのをすごい大事に作りました。今マップ上に矢印のゲージが出てたりしますけども、相性のいい武器でその敵を倒すと非常に効果的に効率よく敵を気持ちよく倒すことができるようなそういうシステムになってます。
Well, as you know, the weapon triangle is a element that's really well known from Fire Emblem games. So we've incorporated that into the battle system here, where if you look on the map, you'll be able to see icons that tell you whether your weapon or your character's weapon is going to be more effective against other weapons, and that's going to let you really advance through the map very quickly and efficiently.
Thank you. And as we've seen, we've been chatting, but there have been a lot of really wonderful animations going on here for the characters that show up in battle. We saw Marth show up, and it just, if you're a huge Fire Emblem fan, you're just going to go a little bit nuts about all of the little details and Easter eggs that they so thoughtfully put into this game, from level ups to animations to all of the voice work, all of the sound effects even are just pulled straight from Fire Emblem. And so it's really great to be able to see all of these familiar heroes in a brand new style of gameplay that we don't normally see them in. It's really cool.
For me, Fire Emblem's always been as much about the characters as it is about the gameplay. You form your attachments with characters that you love. You go into battle and you don't want to, see them fall, but you build these bonds and relationships between them over the course of time, and they come to mean a lot to you. So seeing these characters show up in this game is really, it's neat to me because these are characters who would never have any reason to interact. They don't even live in the same world or timeline, or it gets complicated. It's very complicated.
Yes, very complicated.
But seeing them all kind of come together in this game is really compelling to me because these are characters that I've been familiar with for a long time, and we've been through a lot together.
Yes, very, very much. But that brings me to a good point, is that there are so many Fire Emblem heroes, Fire Emblem characters that we just love to death. And so perhaps Higuchi-san could tell us a little bit about how he went about choosing which Fire Emblem heroes to include in this game.
ファイアーエンブレムの世界ではすごいたくさんのキャラクターがいますけど、どういうふうにこのゲームにどういうキャラクターが登場するか選んだとか少し教えていただけないでしょうか。
はい、基本的に、先ほど、お話があったように3すくみを主体として武器種をバランスよく出すために、作品数の方をちょっと絞って、小江テクモさんの方に厳選していただいたものを見せていただいて、そこに対して、どうしてもちょっと追加してほしいみたいなキャラクターがいたら、それは任天堂さんであったり、伊豆の方からちょっとお話をさせていただいて、最終的な数っていうのを絞らせていただきました。
Well, as you mentioned, the weapons triangle is really a kind of important factor in regards to the game system that you have here. So we really wanted to choose characters that would be a good representation of all kinds of classes within the Fire Emblem series. So actually, Koei Tecmo came up with a list of characters first that they showed to us, and then there were a few characters that were not on the list that we were like, oh, we really want to add these. So we made that proposal to them as well. And that's how we ended up with the final list of characters.
Thank you. And speaking of wonderful characters, Prince Xander of North showed up, who I may like him just a little bit. I think that might be known.
Prince Xander and his magical horse.
Yes. We'll get to the magic of his horse in just a moment, don't you worry.
Now, we are taking a look at a lot of sword fighters today, but as Higuchi-san was mentioning, there's a tremendous array of characters in the game representing a number of different weapon types and giving you a lot of strategic and tactical options when you're playing so that you can go up against characters, or you can match up characters who are better suited for fighting different enemies. You see the arrow up on the screen right now indicates that Corrin's got a bit of an advantage against her opponent here, but you might, if you didn't have an advantage, you might swap out to somebody who did and deploy them into that part of the battlefield.
Yes, and just like in Fire Emblem, there are weapon proficiencies to keep in mind, and you can actually increase your proficiency using Skill Crest, but as you said, the weapons triangle is in full effect. You really have to keep that in mind, and in the full game, you'll actually be able to customize your units by giving them whatever weapons fit them best.
Got Matt making some tactical decisions
yes.
here.
Whatever you do, don't take down Xander, though. He's not of his right mind. He doesn't know what he's doing, okay?
Okay.
But I got to say that they've really done a great job of making this more action-oriented warrior-style game feel a lot like Fire Emblem. It really captures the spirit of it. So perhaps the developers can tell us a little bit about how they went about making this gameplay style feel like Fire Emblem.
ゲームプレイスタイルはすごいファイアーエンブレムらしい無双ゲームになっているんですけど、そういうスタイルをどういうふうに実現したかちょっと教えていただけないでしょうか。
我々も無双ゲームは作ってますので、アクションの気持ちいいところっていうのはとにかくこういろいろファイアーエンブレムのアクションを参考にして作らせていただいてるんですけど、それとやっぱり今まであまり無双ゲームを遊んだことないファイアーエンブレムファンの皆さんにもなんでしょうかね、自然に遊んでいただけるようにっていうことで、ファイアーエンブレム歴代のシリーズにある要素をこの無双の合う形で一個一個入れてました。でそれが今ダブル でアクションしたりとか、キャラクターの3すくみだったりも特攻っていうシステムだったり、その辺が入ってますので、ファイアーエンブレムファンの皆さんも多分こう初めて無双ゲームを遊ぶ方でもこうすんなりと遊んでいただけると思います。
Well, so this is an action game, so obviously it's a little bit different from the gameplay style of Fire Emblem games, but what we really wanted to do was create a Warriors game where Fire Emblem fans who had possibly never played a Warriors game would really be able to just pick it up and start playing and feel right at home with the gameplay. So we wanted to incorporate a lot of the elements that fans of Fire Emblem games are familiar with, like the weapon triangle and pairing up characters and also effectiveness of weapons. So yeah, we think we were able to create a kind of gameplay style where Fire Emblem players would really just be able to get right into the gameplay.
Okay, thank you. And as you mentioned, pairing up is really, it goes a long way in making it feel like Fire Emblem. It was seen in Fire Emblem Fates, and it looks like Corrin is paired up with Liana here, and that's useful because it allows for dual attacks and dual guards, and you'll actually be able to have the support character jump in on your special attacks. So that's not only helpful, but it looks really, really cool.
And those pairing up seem to be building up the support relationship between those two characters as well.
Yeah, we're not going to go into too much detail about that, but Fire Emblem fans should know that there is a support system of some kind in this game.
Exists.
Yes.
Matthew's just slaughtering his way through a few more captains here.
As he does.
I really like you pulled off a couple of like sort of your power moves earlier, and you got that close-up character profile and the extensive animation. I just want to draw attention to like these visuals are amazing in this game. Seeing them deployed like real time on the battlefield and watching all the enemies get drawn in makes you feel incredibly powerful, which is to me what the Warriors series is about. Is I feel like a tremendous hero.
Yes, absolutely. It's a really great melding of these two worlds that doesn't, it does justice to both of them. And I should mention that you might be a little confused about why Fire Emblem heroes are fighting Fire Emblem heroes, and you're going to stay confused because I'm not going to give anything away about the story. But let's just say that all will be clear when you play the full game.
We'll just have to take care of Xander here.
Yeah, not that it's ever okay to attack Xander, but you'll understand why you're doing it in the full game. Oh, he's even trying to get a critical hit on him.
Oh,
so lowly.
This is actually, I think this is going to affect
his poor magic horse. Away he goes. Wow, those special attacks are really something else.
You're just making short work of Xander.
Whoops, I did it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I did it again.
This will not be forgiven. But I guess you won, so you did what you had to do. Congrats or whatever.
Thanks.
Hope you're happy.
Yes. So we're actually going to switch and show, well, first we're going to see this animation. Good work, Liana. You're so cute. I can't stay mad at you.
Even for killing Xander.
Even for well, okay, now I'm mad again. Oh, she's so adorable. And I want to point out that this game is obviously still in development, and so that's why you're still seeing a few Japanese voices in there. But the game is actually fully voiced with English voice actors from Fire Emblem.
So people familiar with the franchise will recognize the characters that they're hearing in battle.
Yes, and now we're going to jump into Coliseum Mode. But before we do, we mentioned the story a second ago, and we're not going to give anything away, but perhaps the developers could tell us a little bit about how they went about creating a story that incorporated all of these Fire Emblem heroes from different games.
先ほどちょっとストーリーについて触れましたけど、どういうふうにいろんなファイアエンブレムのキャラクターが含まれるストーリーを作っていったかちょっと教えていただけないでしょうか。
今回ファイアーエンブレム無双は先ほどのオリジナル主人公の2人の兄弟が主人公なんですけども、そのファイアーエンブレム無双オリジナルの世界観設定に盾となるファイアーエンブレムですね、あれがきっかけで異界と違う世界とつながってしまうという設定になります。でそこにこの数々のファイアーエンブレムシリーズの英雄たちが参戦してくるというか、その我々の世界にやってくるというようなストーリーになりますんで、今回ちょっとプレイヤブルキャラクターが限られてるんで、ちょっと 英雄対英雄みたいになってますけど、しっかりとしたストーリーもありますんで、そこもファイアーエムブレムファンの方には楽しんでいただけると思います。
Well, as you saw, we have the two protagonists, and they're obviously in their own world, but their world is kind of the world that is connecting all the various worlds that the other Fire Emblem characters are coming from. And so you have all these Fire Emblem characters kind of tied together by this new world that they're in. But as you see in this demo, we haven't been able to announce all the different characters, so that's why you have some Fire Emblem characters fighting each other. But we really have created a story that makes sense for this game, so we hope that you'll look forward to it.
Thank you. So now we're in Coliseum mode, and what we're seeing here is actually Prince Xander storming Hoshido Castle, which is kind of his thing. It's what he likes to do.
So it's a bad habit of his.
Yes, it's a great habit. I don't know what you're talking about. But what this mode is cool for is that you'll still have waves of enemy, but it's much more one versus one focused. So Prince Marth has showed up here, and Xander, while he's going to take out the enemies around him, he's going to focus on Prince Marth, and he's going to have to take out 6 Fire Emblem heroes before he can beat this stage. And he's going to do it in style.
Or else.
No!
We get a real chance to watch Xander's horse shine.
Yeah, the horse, I mentioned this before, I'm kind of obsessed with this horse. He's amazing. He's spinning and flipping and jumping all over the place. He's truly, truly a horse worthy of the Prince of Nor.
I love the mid-battlefield leveling, too. Like, very much in the spirit of Fire Emblem. Captures the look and feel of the game.
Mm-hmm. Even just little sound effects, they go so far in making you feel like it's the Fire Emblem universe.
Okay.
So while Prince Xander, hurts Marth here, puts him in a corner, perhaps our developers could tell us a little bit about Coliseum Mode, what the inspiration was for it, and what it adds to the experience.
コリシアム闘技場のモードについてちょっと教えていただけないでしょうか。ゲームにどういう要素を追加してくれるかちょっと教えていただけるでしょうか。
はい、闘技場もやっぱりファイアーエンブレムシリーズでは、歴代を馴染みのあるあれですので、それを何かファイアーエンブレム無双にアレンジしていられないかということで、ストーリーモードの他にですね、ちょっとまだ詳細はお伝えできないんですけども、やり込みモードもありまして、そこでこういった闘技場といって、それぞれの英雄たちと、1対1で戦っていくような遊びも入れました。はい。
So as you know, arenas are a very traditional element from past Fire Emblem games. So we knew right at the beginning that we wanted to add it to this game in one form or another. So it's actually part of an extra mode that's separate from the story mode. And we can't give all the details on what you can do there. But as you can see, it's a kind of mode where you go and fight one-on-one with different heroes from the Fire Emblem series.
All right, thank you. And again, we're at my favorite part here. No, it's beautifully terrible. Where Husband from Awakening is now going to go against Husband from Fates.
Two worlds that were never meant to cross.
And now they're crossing. And I'm afraid to say, it doesn't say anything about his character, but I don't think Crom is going to make it through this battle.
Now, we did tell Matt that his reputation is hanging on this demo right here.
It's true.
But I think he'll be fine.
And I think he'll be walking back to Seattle if he messes this up.
Oh, okay. I thought if I killed Crom, I was walking back to Seattle.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's also true. There's no situation in which you're
I'm walking
not
back
walking
no matter
back to
what.
Seattle.
There's really
All right.
you getting on a plane. I'm sorry. It's over.
That's a long walk.
Yes. But even though it may be a little painful for me, it's really wonderful seeing all of these different Fire Emblem heroes who we've loved for some of them for years, finally able to interact. Personally, deeply loved. Getting to interact and fight each other, work together in a brand new story. So that's really, really cool.
I like Matt's strategy has been to, what's going on? Okay, we got
Rowan's going to come and join the party.
He thinks he's going to help Marth.
Yeah.
Matt's strategy has been to clear out all of the grunts to make sure that there's enough space for him to get at Marth. But it looks like Rowan's brought some friends along as well. So
yeah.
Matt's going to take him out and maybe knock out some of his pals along the way.
And as the developers mentioned earlier, Rowan is one of the 2 protagonists who have been added to this game. He and his sister Liana are really the crux of the reason that we're having all of these Fire Emblem heroes show up and break my heart. But we're hearing a lot from these Fire Emblem heroes, actually, as it were. And so perhaps our developers could tell us a little bit about the decision to put so much voice work into this game.
このゲームにまあボイスがたくさんありますけど、実際にゲームにボイスをたくさん入れたいっていう考えについてちょっと教えていただけないでしょうか。
順番に行きましょう。
このゲームはもうこのグラフィックですから、基本的にはやっぱフルボイスじゃなきゃダメだよねっていうことを最初から決めて開発してまして、でとにかくボイスがものすごい数でしたので、インテリジェンスシステムさんにももう監修いただいたんですけど、ものすごい時間がかかりました。はい。
Well, because we had these kind of graphics in the game where we could really render characters that you've seen in cutscenes and other Fire Emblem games as playable characters, we really thought that the only way we could do it justice was to add lots of voice. So we've got tons of voice, and we had to create a lot of text and dialogue for these characters, and we also had intelligent systems go over the text as well. So yeah, we put a lot of work into it.
先ほど話があったようにものすごい量の、ボイスが入っています。こうやって、ゲーム中の掛け合いもそうですけども、絆会話と呼ばれる、キャラクター同士が会話することで親密度が上がるっていう、イベント、もありますし、そこも全部フルボイスで入っていますので、作品間を超えた、キャラクターたちの、掛け合いとか会話とかを、ぜひ楽しんでもらえたらなというふうに思います。
So as Mr. Hayashi mentioned, there was a lot of voice that we added to the game, and as you can see on the battlefield, you'll have all kinds of interactions between the characters, but in addition, they build their bonds together and have, I guess, support conversations and that kind of thing as well. So there was a lot of content that we added, and we really think it adds another dimension to the game, so we hope you'll enjoy the game with all the voice that we've added.
ちょうどその絆会話なんですけども、全部監修いただいたので、キャラクターの設定もですね、しっかり全部見ていただきましたんで、キャラクターとキャラクターの設定、こういう設定なんだっていうのを感じ取れるような新しい発見があるような絆会話もたくさんありますんで、楽しみにしていただきたいですし、シリーズ間を超えたキャラクターの同士の会話っていうのも楽しみにしてもらいたいです。今戦ってるだけですけれども、例えば先ほどのマークスとかマークスとクロムとかマークスとマルスとか、その辺もぜひぜひどんな会話があるのかっていうのもね、楽しみにしてほしいです。
And in addition, for the support conversations, we really looked at the character backgrounds for all the characters that we were creating these conversations for, and thought about different ways that we could work off of all the conversations and relationships that had already existed in past Fire Emblem games. So we kind of really wanted to add another dimension to these characters. So we hope that people will enjoy those kind of new aspects that they might see in these characters through the support conversations in this game.
Okay, thank you so much. Not just for your insightful answers, but for distracting me from Crom's untimely death. And Liana's joining the party. Again, don't tell her about Rowan.
She didn't see what happened.
She didn't see. She doesn't know. He's out getting a sandwich right now.
Yeah, every aspect of this game really speaks to the personality of Fire Emblem. The voices, the dialogue, the intro animations, the victory animations, the critical attacks, everything really embellishes and adds to your understanding of the characters and their behaviors on the battlefield. We'll see a little bit of that with Xander as well, unless... No, Corrin's still alive.
Corrin's still out here,
okay.
Yes.
We'd been acknowledging earlier, it's a little bit weird to have Corrin fighting Xander.
It's unnatural.
But Audrey had noticed that they still maintain the same kind of relationship that they'd had previously. Very supportive. Xander is very big brotherly, even as he's rolling over her with a horse.
Yes, he's still trying to teach her a few things. So all of the relationships and dynamics that we see from the original games are still very much present in this version. And honestly, there's so many details, so many Easter eggs. It's like a love letter to the Fire Emblem franchise. There's just so much there for fans to look for and enjoy. And speaking of enjoying things,
Nice transition.
Yeah, Prince Ryoma just showed up, and we're really gonna enjoy stabbing him. Is that just me? Maybe it's just me. Ooh, that was a good death, Corrin. Don't worry about it. It was a noble death.
We all appreciated it.
Yes.
We all respected it. Oh my.
Oh, he's really gonna make you work for this one.
He is. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. No. Oh.
You don't want to know what happens if Ryoma wins here, Matthew.
All right. I'm gonna have to open the can.
Yeah, it's a good idea to separate those two because Liana is being a little too helpful here.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
It's a super strong strategy right now.
Yes.
Get her out of the way. Ryoma's gonna.
I love that. Xander
Oh,
took
wow.
Corrin down, and he's still saying, "Let's train later, little sis."
Speaking. Well, she's not dead.
That's true.
Just napping.
She's napping. And Nor, where she belongs. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Yes, horsepower. Yeah, put him in his place. That's what happens to happen.
Oh, not yet though.
No.
He's not in his place yet.
He's just
Put him
placed.
there, though. Yes, glorious.
To your place.
Glorious.
Okay.
Oh.
Now he's in his place. I'm sorry, this game brings out the evil in me.
And now Audrey is quite pleased.
Yes.
And was that the last? The last.
That was
of
the
the
last
heroes
of
to
the
take out?
heroes. You stormed Hoshido Castle. You
It's
took
yours.
down Ryoma. And again, these are two new. You want to hold on to Tiki?
Sure.
Yes. So we have two new amiibo here to the Fire Emblem line,
Where are we
Crom
aiming then? There
and
we go.
Tiki. And we're not going to talk about functionality too much here, but all Fire Emblem amiibo, these two included, will be compatible with Fire Emblem Warriors. So we hope that you'll look forward to these amiibo. You can even, look, you can pat Crom's head if you want to.